What a month. October was pretty crazy, hectic, but fulfilling in the best way. Like, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for how full this month was. Like, yes, I'm exhausted. Yes, some days feel like we're running on fumes between toddler activities, play dates, and everything in between. But I know something that keeps me grounded. One day, this calendar won't look like this. One day, my son will have his own schedule, his own plans, his own life that doesn't revolve around our little world. He won't need me to plan every activity or coordinate every play date. That day is coming faster than I'm ready for. So as tired as I am, I'm choosing to see this busy calendar as a blessing. These are the days I'll miss someday. The beautiful chaos of raising a little one who still wants to be everywhere I am. For the month of October, I swapped out my dashboard and went for something somewhat festive. I have the Focus deco card layered over the cloth and paper fingerprint dashboard. These two stationary pieces are held together by the cloth and paper magnetic clip in the color Merlot. And I loved the shade of red for the month of October. I found it so fitting. This here is just giving True Detective, while this deco card here is giving The Shining. And I'm just obsessed with how this pop of red matches perfectly with the magnetic clip. Obsessed. I'm still loving this setup, so I'm debating on whether or not I should swap this out for another one. We'll see. But definitely swapping out my dashboard for December. In the monthly overview section, using 3 different types of stickers to help define what is going on that day at a glance was exactly what I needed. We have the cloth and paper arrow shaped stickers in color Merlot for all of my son's reoccurring activities. The small dot stickers, these are the fingerprint dot stickers. I used these for every Halloween related event. And then the spotlight stickers are for doctor's appointments. And I had quite a few this month. It just felt right to use a different sticker. Moving on to the weekly setup. If some of you are new to the channel, a couple of months ago, I decided I was going to use a different weekly setup every month to just, try something new. I think this is a fun way to experiment with different formats, especially ones I typically wouldn't try. So for October, I gave the undated daily inserts a go. I think I say this every time I use daily inserts, but they just don't work for me. And I'll tell you why in a minute. These particular inserts are from cloth and paper. You get a priority section, which I love. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. There's a time blocking section on the right-hand side. It takes up most of the page, a task list for the day. So a couple of issues with this insert. This is a lot of space on one page for one day. That's just me. And as you can tell, there's a lot of space that goes unused. It's just empty. I'm someone who loves efficiency. I find that the inserts that I used in September, I think it's these, yeah. These inserts, these are Rosie's weekly time blocking inserts. You get 2 columns for a to-do list, time blocking columns for Monday through Friday, and then a lined section for Saturday and Sunday. A habit tracker, a section to highlight anything significant for next week. You even get a notes section here at the very bottom. This format is the definition of efficiency. So many different sections that serve for different purposes. And as you can see, most of the page is utilized. I've said these a million times, but these Rosie time blocking inserts will always have a place in my heart. As for daily inserts, anytime I use these or some variation of these, I find I'm saying the same thing. They're not for me. But I'm glad I gave it a go. It's just not working for me in this phase of life. So instead of saying all the reasons this insert doesn't work for me, I'll talk about who an undated daily insert is for and why it would be beneficial. So the most obvious benefit, space. You get so much space with an undated daily insert. It's an entire page for your day. So this is perfect for anyone who has a packed and complex schedule, anyone who is juggling multiple things, or anyone who needs extensive time blocking space. Okay, maybe you don't have a job that requires heavy planning, but you still prefer a daily insert. This could be for those who are just daily oriented planners who like having this much space for journaling, daily thoughts, and reflections. People who track habits, meals, water intake daily, or an extensive to-do list. Each day gets dedicated focus without visual clutter from the whole week. Having this much space encourages daily reflection and gratitude practice, space for brain dumps and processing thoughts. There's room for your priorities, goals, and affirmations for each day. And funny enough, my journal, which is a Hobonichi A6 original, the format in this planner is a daily planner. So you get a page for each day. I use the time blocking section for daily journaling or memory keeping. And then the big space here on the right side of the page is for commonplacing. So it has nothing to do with the date or anything that's happening that day. It's just any articles, research, book reviews, book notes, memory keeping that I like to keep on this side. I use a daily planner as my everyday journal. So if you don't like a bounded journal, you could have a journal where it's in a ring system. Are you someone that tried a traditional planner setup with monthly reviews, weekly layouts, and you just weren't using it? You weren't consistent enough. You might like undated daily inserts because it's almost like you're taking it day by day. An approach that allows you to skip days without wasting space, especially if the daily insert is undated like these. If you used, this one on Monday and then the next time you used it was Friday, you wouldn't be able to tell there was a gap. This gives you an opportunity to still use a planner, but no pressure to use it every day. Those are just a couple of examples for who an undated daily insert would be for. As you can see, I used these daily inserts the first week of October, which might have been a mistake. I didn't get to utilize these inserts in the most effective way. The first week of October, I found myself playing catch up. So I was filling out the inserts, but I wasn't using them properly. I didn't want to leave them blank. So I ended up just using some of the empty space for planning my sister-in-law's baby shower. For the rest of October, I went back to Cloth and Paper's dated time blocking insert. These are the inserts that I was using at the start of the year, and I really enjoyed these, truly did. I love that the time blocking section is here towards the bottom of the page. So anything that is time sensitive stands out. And then you have a lined section towards the top. And this is dedicated for your daily to-do list. This part here looks a bit crowded, but I was using it for multiple things. I was using it for a grocery list, meal planning, and then this is like a running to-do list. I should have used my half-page insert for all of the meal planning, grocery shopping. All of the stickers match the monthly overview. Turned out great. I really like how it turned out. Okay, so lastly, the Pilot Kakuno fountain pen. As most of you know, I am currently using the Jinhao 35 fountain pen in my Mulberry. This is my go-to pen right now for my Mulberry. I love it. And then I bought the Pilot Kakuno, and I've been using this for close to a month, almost a month. But I'm officially sold. Like, I love this pen. I'm not using the Kakuno in my planner. I'm actually using it in my Hobonichi in my journal. It writes pretty well. The ink doesn't dry quickly. Sometimes there is smudging. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. I might be using the Kakuno in my planner in the near future because this is an extra fine fountain pen. That is the most noticeable difference between the Jinhao and the Kakuno. Like, this is pretty fine. I love the size of the nib in the Kakuno. My handwriting is pretty small. So I do notice if I'm writing with the Jinhao, my handwriting looks a bit, it just looks chunky and cartoonish. I like my handwriting looking small and neat and clean. So when I first unboxed this, it was truly a first impression. I had no idea what I was looking for or working with, but so many of you commented giving encouraging and constructive advice and information about fountain pens. And so I want to share what some of you said. As I said earlier, the Kakuno is an extra fine fountain pen, and I didn't see it when I first unwrapped it from its packaging, but it said EF on the box. Extra fine. I didn't know what it meant, but now I do. And then I mentioned a happy face on the nib, and this is actually here to help you know how to hold the pen so you can not only know how to write with it, but holding the fountain pen the way that you're supposed to helps the ink flow properly. I'm pretty much addicted to fountain pens now. I now have a couple on my radar, but because of the price, I don't feel comfortable buying it at this moment. It's the Sailor Gear Slim Mini Fountain Pen. It's listed as a medium fine, but I'm hoping I could find one with a finer nib. I love this dusty blue color, obsessed. I love the barrel. It's chic and sturdy looking. Anytime the word mini is used to describe a pen, I'm just instantly sold. But this one, as I said, is a little bit more on the pricier side, so I'm not ready to pull the trigger on this one. And then I found the Platinum, I don't want to pronounce this incorrectly, but it's Curidas fountain pen. This particular one is in the color Graphite Smoke, and it's listed as a fine nib. Love that. It's giving the Jinhao 35 fountain pen, but futuristic. So I'm not too crazy about the barrel, but this pen is, I would say, it's inexpensive. I can't remember the exact cost of this one, but compared to the Sailor Gear, I think I would probably buy this one first. I haven't done in-depth research on these two fountain pens. I just saw these in a cloth and paper ad and thought, I should look into these. Anyway, that is it for my October end of month flip through / recap of the month. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.